Hello everybody and welcome to Sin City Living. My name is Jason. I'll be bringing you today's episode. As always, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. We have a ton of content coming out for you guys every single week. We don't want you to miss a thing. Our usual shout out of appreciation to our patrons. All those tips and support are highly appreciated. It's only going to go towards making the channel better. We're hoping to add a lot more games to the channel, such as roulette, video keno, video poker, carnival games, things along those lines. We just want to do them right, which is going to be very expensive, so it's going to take some time. You could help us out if you wanted to. If not, no big deal. We appreciate you guys just tuning in, but if you're curious about it, go ahead and check the description down below this video on the patronage. And for our patrons, we do hope you are appreciating those patron-only exclusive videos we're putting out for you guys every single week. If you have anything you'd like to see, just email us on the site. We're more than happy to film it for you. As for the rest of you, please continue tuning in. We have, like I said, a ton of content coming out. And if you have any suggestions, questions, strategies, anything related to craps, baccarat, blackjack, pai gow, casinos, Vegas in general, just go ahead and shoot us an email at sincityliving.lv@gmail.com. We absolutely love to shoot these videos for you guys. It is our favorite thing to do. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and jump into today's video. So for today's video, I want to go over a real player, real strategy, and just show you guys how it works. And what's really unique about this player isn't so much his strategy, because his strategy is fairly basic and fairly common, very easy. It's an excellent strategy. It's one of my favorites. He basically does the mid-press method, only he starts a little bit higher than a lot of people will. But he has an add-on to a strategy that he does with the dealers, and then he has a specific strategy he does with the dealers, and it is a ton of fun for the dealers. And while it doesn't look like a lot, it can add up very, 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 very quickly for the dealers. This is he's one of my favorite players. He's an absolute blast to play for. So he does not play the pass line, so he just sits there and watches during a come out roll until there's a point. Now once there is a point, he throws us $102. This is $102. Now after the first time he does it, we've got it down. His bet is $102. What does he do? He does 96 across, including the point. So he does 3 units, including the point. But that's $96. Where's the other $6, you wonder? This is every single shooter, every roll. This is his strategy. The 6 across for the dealers isn't what he does once he's ahead on money, once he's in the middle of a decent roll. Because a lot of times the dealers don't end up getting bets until we're 15 minutes into the roll, 10 minutes into the roll, if we get bets at all. He does this. This is standard. This is his exact bet every single time he plays. And he says player control for the dealer bets. Player control is fantastic. Most of the time when we hear player control, we hear it's basically we can do whatever we want with it. Not in this case. Also, most of the time when we hear player control, it means that the player is intending to press us up. Not in well, yes and no, but it gets tricky at this point. So here's what happens. And I don't want to roll the dice. I'm just going to kind of go down, just kind of pick some random numbers and see what happens with it. So the 5, let's say a 5 were to roll. Well, he instantly goes to a quarter. Okay, so he gets paid 26 for 5, takes 11, collects his $11. He goes to a quarter. The dealers, he will say same bet. So dollar pays $1, right? Fantastic. We're going to make $1 off every number that's rolled. Pretty cool. We like it. But wait, there's more. He, as every number hits, he will have a same bet, so we will collect, and then he will $1 press it. Every time. Every time. So let's say another 5 were to roll. So if another 5 were to roll, if he didn't have any ones, he would ask for some, and he would press himself up to 35. We would collect 2. And then he would throw us another $1. Let's say a 10 were to hit. So the 10 would hit. We are by
So he would collect 19, press himself to 25. He would tell us the same bet, so a dollar pays a dollar. And then he would throw us a dollar. Let's say the 10 hits again. At this point, he's going to throw in a dollar, get paid 50, make his bet look like 50, collect the green. Dealers are going to get paid $3. He's going to throw us another dollar. And he'll do the same thing, 6 and 8. He'll take them from 18 to 30, from 30 to 42, 42 to 60, 60 to 90, 90 to 150, 150 to 300, and he just keeps following the standard progressions. But as these build up, it starts to change. Generally, when we hit the $3 mark, that's where things swap. Let's say the 5 were to roll. So if the 5 were to roll, it's going to pay $49. Okay? He's going to say take himself to 50. He's going to collect the rest. Now 3 pays us $4, right? He's going to say take it down. So we're going to pay it 5 for 1, and we're going to collect this $7. Now why is he taking us down? Because instead of throwing us another dollar, making it 4, he gives us a proper bet at $5. He does this for every single number. So let's say the 10 were to roll. So the 10 rolls, he would throw in $2, paid 100. Now I would press this to 100, but he presses it up to 75. So we'll go there. Now 3 pays 5, and he would say take it down. So we collect it all, and he gives us a proper bet. What if that 10 hit again? Well, that pays 146. Okay, so he's going to throw us $5, so he can get paid 151. This makes it a lot easier. He'll take himself to 100, maybe 125, but oftentimes 100. He will say same bet, so we will collect our $9, and then he will press us 5. Once we get into the reds, he presses us a red every single roll. I don't know what he would do once we got to the greens, but see, if you look at it, he's getting paid, he's collecting on the lower numbers, he's collecting a little bit, and he's using about 10% of it to press us up. You know, he'll throw us a dollar, for instance, over here. Let's say the 6 rolls. So he's gonna take us up, he's gonna take himself up to 30. He's gonna collect $9, but he's gonna use a dollar of it to press us up. So a little bit more than 10%. But now if it hits again, he's gonna get paid 35. We're gonna get paid 2. He's gonna collect his 35, and he's gonna give us a dollar. Okay? But what if it hits again? Or I'm sorry, no, he wouldn't collect his 35. He would have gone to 42. So he would have collected a green. He would have collected a green, would have collected $23 basically, and he would have used a dollar of it to press us up. But what if it hits again? Well, if it hits again, he's going to go to 60. He's going to collect himself $31. He's going to tell us to come down. So we're going to take the $6. He collected 31. He's going to give us a $6 6. So he's still collecting a green. But as these go bigger, that pays 70. He takes it up to 90. He gets paid $40. We collect our 7, and then he gives us 6 of his 40 to press up. So he's super generous, but he is also still making money. The very next roll, he's going to be collecting a black. Well, he won't be collecting. He'll be collecting $75, and he's going to give us 6 of it. Plus, we would have collected 14 off of his bets. So as he gets paid, a portion of what he gets paid, he gives to us so that we can keep getting paid. And as his bets get higher, as his payouts get higher, he makes sure that our payouts also increase at a similar rate to his. It's absolutely fantastic. It's so much fun to deal to him because it's really fun to watch these bets go, and his bets are going, and he does very standard bets, mid-press, collect a little, press a little bets, very standard, very easy, very smooth, very fast. And in fact, he's so standard with some of what he does that once we've been dealing to him for about 5 to 10 minutes, he doesn't even have to say anything to us anymore. Not on his presses, not on what the dealers are doing, anything. He just throws in money. We know what he's doing. whether it be throwing in money for his own payout, dollar for 15 kind of stuff, or the VIG or whatever. He doesn't say anything. He throws it in, we collect it, we know what his press is, we press it, we hand him the rest, we pay ourselves, he throws in a chip, we know where it's going, we know the press. It's so standard, so easy for us. It is absolutely wonderful, so much fun. And it really puts the dealers into the game, which makes it so much more exciting for the dealers and actually for the table. A lot of times, especially when you're 7 hours into the shift, maybe it's a super busy Friday night that you've had a whole bunch of belligerent drunks on the table, the dealers might start clamming up a little bit. They might be a little, almost gun shy to talk. And the energy kind of goes down a little bit. Now, that doesn't, energy doesn't affect the dice. The dice are not psychic, but it does affect the fun of the game. But then you start amping the dealers up with stuff like this, and the game gets a lot more fun because the dealers are in the game. It's not so much the dealers are making money, because with all these like this right here, that's a pretty decent, pretty solid payout. The dealers made about 10 cents each off of what's there right now because it's spread around through so much. So it's not so much the money, it's the fact that the player is inviting us into the game with them. The player is playing with us. We are having fun with it, and we appreciate anybody that takes care of the dealers. But this particular method of taking care of the dealers is such a blast that the dealers are having fun with it. The dealers are joking around now. The dealers are, it's amazing. When the last time I was interacting with this player, I wasn't even the dealer. I was actually sitting box, but and it was really eye-opening to me. It's when I decided I wanted to shoot this video, because I'm sitting there watching these dealers. And this was a fantastic crew that was dealing with them. So all these people are friendly and they're fun and excellent dealers. But the switch, it was like a switch was thrown, because this was happening, like I said, about 7 hours into the 8-hour shift, and it was a rough night that night. And yet, just watching the dealers start to perk up and start to have fun again, because depending on the night, depending on the crowd, it can definitely suck some of the fun out of the dealers. The dealers are still very professional, still doing their job, still friendly, but they calm down a little bit, get a lot quieter, not as jokey around and stuff like that. And it was like it was reviving these dealers, and it was so much fun to see. And I'm silent. I'm just sitting there watching, because the dealers were so excellent. I didn't have to correct any mistakes or spot anything or take care of any issues. The dealers weren't making mistakes. It was one of the best crews, and they were just having fun. And it was just fun to watch. I sat there for an hour and didn't really say anything, except watch, and it was just a blast watching the dealers and the players, and everybody was having fun with it, and it was a blast. It was an absolute blast. So that's why I wanted to shoot this, and I hope you guys find it interesting. Another one of the real players, real strategies, and his strategy, by the way, can definitely make some money. I hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you very much for watching. We appreciate every single one of you guys so much. We'll catch you guys next time. Bye now.